quite a lot of bits and pieces going on this weekend. This looks absolutely amazing. It would make a really good starter, great if you've got friends over. Sometimes you have to be selfish for your own good. I think it's really, really important. All part of getting ourselves back to ourselves again after a very busy time lately. So this is our little leek chicken and mushroom pie. Found ourselves in a field. Well, something else that always boosts me. Good morning and welcome back to a new weekend vlog. It is going to be a bit of a personal reset this weekend. I'll chat more about it when we're out and about. We're just heading out the door to go and visit our youngest. He asked for a chest of drawers, and funnily enough, we had the one that was in our room, the one that we took out recently, that was originally my mum's, handed to my brother, handed to my sister, handed to myself. And now it's going to Louis, so we've definitely kept it in the family. We're going to take it over to him, take him out for lunch, go and do a food shop with him and just have a bit of time, which is also part of my reset, which, like I said, I will share with you a little bit more in a bit. Anyway, Aid's waiting for me to go and help him load this chest of drawers into the car. Hope you'll enjoy this weekend vlog with us. There's going to be quite a lot of bits and pieces going on this weekend. So he's taken out the drawers. We're hoping it fits in the car. It fitted in our old car, which was smaller, but this one's got a bit of a different shape on the back. So fingers crossed it will go. Yay, we've got it in. Well done. Well, that's good news. I'm pleased about that. Another bit of good news, you know, my sourdough fiasco recently, where I accidentally cooked my starter. I've just done 2 lots of sourdough. Where's my other one? Oh, it's in here still. Working on my original one that I'd kept a spare of. That one's not quite ready yet. But I thought, you know, I'm just going to try the baked one. It didn't work the first time. I've just tried it with the second time and it's worked. I hadn't killed it off completely. I am so relieved. So I'm going to quickly put together some bread so that can proof all day or sit all day, and then that will be ready for tomorrow. I'm so relieved. I thought I'd killed it off forever. And I have 1 lot of sourdough proofing in there whilst we're gone for the day. And hopefully I'll have a lovely sourdough loaf tomorrow. I'm now over half an hour late leaving. And I hate leaving the kitchen in a mess, but I've got no choice. But I did get my sourdough out. At least that's good news. Right, shoes on, let's go. We wanted this weekend, or the next few days anyway, to just be selfish and actually just focus on ourselves. And I'll be totally honest, I've actually stuck my phone on silent. I just needed just some time just to escape. I think just it's been so full on lately with spending so much time with the family. I just needed, or we both needed this time to unwind, just do what we wanted to do. And it was just all about us the next few days, obviously doing what we wanted to do. So we were heading to see our son, but it was just about what doing this weekend was what we want to do, what we want to eat, what we want to see, watch on TV, and then also choose who we speak to as well. It was quite a selfish way of being, but it was just something we felt we really needed for ourselves, just to unwind, reset, and just start over again. Sometimes you have to be selfish, don't you, for your own good. Right, we got back, saw Louis. He didn't want the chest of drawers when we got there. He said it was too big. Lots of chats and trying to work out, and he took it in the end and it's worked out absolutely fine. After all that, we've been in the car now for approximately, we were in the car for about 4 hours today. Maybe not quite that much. But we had lunch out, just went to McDonald's. It was beautiful and sunny. Done a food shop for him, come back. And need to go actually because we're going to Bath. My sourdough worked out amazing, so I've just done my loaf. That's in the fridge ready for tomorrow, and I've just cleaned up the kitchen. So we're going to grab a quick bite to eat and get the train into Bath for a fun evening. We're meeting up with friends. We've met them through our travel team, and we're really looking forward to meeting up with them again. We've met up a couple of times now, so we're looking forward to a nice evening out. And as lovely as it's been spending 3 weeks with family, it just felt like time now to spend time with friends. So we were really looking forward to getting together this weekend. And Bath had a week-long Jane Austen festival on, celebrating 250 years, so there were lots and lots of people dressed up all throughout the evening. And the following morning I baked my bread and it worked out perfect. I was so relieved. It was such a beautiful loaf. Good morning, happy Saturday to you. I'm continuing on with my personal reset. We had such a lovely evening last night. We went into Bath. I completely forgot to film. I did a little bit like as we got off the train, walking under all the little cutesy stuff. We went for drinks at the Copper Club, which was very nice. We met there with our travel team earlier on in the summer, so we went back there and we ended up staying there all evening. It was really nice, just sat outside. I was very good last time we went out with them. I had 3 glasses of wine. I felt so poorly the next day, so this time I just had 2 half a ciders actually. It was really good. Yeah, it was really nice. We saw some different areas of Bath as well that we can't wait to take you back to. It was so nice. Saw a gin club that we want to go back to. Yeah, we just haven't explored Bath properly. We've just kind of skimmed the surface. So there's lots more that we want to see and do. We're having a bit of a work day. Aid's sat at the dining table working on my accounts, and I am going through and sorting out all my international subscriptions, all my USA subscriptions from my craft box club, my monthly boxes that I do for my craft business. So I'm currently working on that. I did get a sourdough going. I am really pleased. I baked it this morning and it looks amazing. So we're going to do a new recipe to go with that later. But after my sourdough disaster, did you see that in my previous video where I baked it by mistake? I was so gutted, and although I was smiling, I wasn't smiling inside. I was really upset, and it did take, because a lot of you have messaged and asked, it took quite a lot of hard work to bring it back again, but I managed it. I've managed it. I'm so happy. I thought I'd killed it forever. I was so upset. I've worked with that for 5 years now, but I'm so happy, and this is the first loaf that I've baked with it, and it looks and smells delicious, so I'm happy about that. I can't wait to try it later. So I'm currently, this is a little update for my my US customers. I'm just currently making my way through and updating everything, and I'm really pleased. With the new tariffs, I have only needed to increase it by £2.55 for the postage. That includes the tariff. I did need to add a little bit on, which is included of the £2.55, because I hadn't increased the postage charges for quite a few months now. The Royal Mail had increased them for quite a few months. I've been personally paying towards everyone's postage to the US because I didn't want to increase it myself. But I just can't, obviously, with the new tariffs as well, I just can't take on that cost. So it will be an extra £2.55 a month, which in the whole scheme of things, I don't think is too bad. I did think it was just going to be too much and I wouldn't be able to sell to the US. So I'm relieved that £2.55 is, I think, okay. And I just hope that everybody else understands as well. So I'm just in the midst of upgrading, of changing everything and emailing everyone personally, and then I'll send an overall email out as well. So that's how my Saturday is looking, having a reset of my business basically. The bread was so delicious. We've had a little bit of it. The rest we're saving for supper. I'm now going to make the dish. I have managed to get so much work done today. I feel really quite pleased with it. Aid, how's your Lego doing? Aid's trying to finish his Jaws Lego. So yeah, we're both sort of really working on ourselves this weekend and trying. Why are you laughing?
I was going to do accounts.
You were going to do accounts, I know. No, yeah, you do. I want you to finish your Lego. But it's
tray back.
I do. I want my tray back that you're using. But I think it's important though to have time for yourself. And I know I've been working this morning, so now I'm having that time for me now, and I'm going to play in the kitchen. There's a recipe I've seen this week on Instagram that I am so excited about. Nothing excites me more than food, apart from going on holiday, of course. I am going to pop some cherry tomatoes into this dish. I just love the look of this so much. We're not going to do huge amounts of measuring. We're going to do lots of guesstimating. Start by popping the cherry tomatoes in here. So this is for 2. So obviously if you've got more than that in your family, or if you're having it for people coming over, pop some olive oil. You can obviously do a little bit more. I'm going to do a sprinkle of cumin, not too much. We are going to do a little bit of thyme, fresh thyme. Just been out in the rain to get this. It's absolutely pouring with rain out there. I'm just going to take a little bit. I love fresh thyme. It's one of my favorite herbs to use. It's so good. I tell you what, do you know, I nearly picked up parsnips the other day, and now I really fancy roasted parsnips and carrots with olive oil and fresh thyme. That's what I fancy. I might have to nip out to Lidl and get some. Yes, Aid, we may have to. Right, so add some salt on there, and then I'm just going to chop up a couple of cloves of garlic as well and pop those. And then the final ingredient, let me just chop up this garlic. Are you a garlic fan? Let me know. I know it's not everyone's thing. I personally love garlic. I love the smell of it. I love the taste of it. I just love it so much. It is one of those things that I can't be without in the house. Right, so we're adding a decent amount of garlic like that. Then the final ingredient is a good drizzle of honey. This is local honey from about 10 minutes down the road. You can't get much better than that, can you? Those little local bees. Right, we're going to pop this in the oven, 180, about 20 minutes. This looks amazing. And then you kind of eat things a little bit guilt-free when you've got something as good as tomato, fresh herbs and garlic, and then you mix it with cheese. It's like that nice balance, isn't it? There we go. Right, we're going to get next on to the other thing. Now, I made some whipped feta a while ago, did not like it. I know, thank you, Ada, for putting that face. I think it was for me, there was too much lemon in it. It made it quite bitter. So this recipe does actually have lemon. I'm going to leave the lemon out. And all I'm going to do is pop in a tub of cream cheese and some feta as well. There we go. So in goes this cream cheese. This one is actually a reduced fat. I've never actually looked. I don't know how much reduced it actually is. But it's the one that I always buy from Lidl. And I am adding the feta cheese. Let's break that up a little bit. Also adding some honey into that as well. Again, not measuring, just guesstimating. Let's add some pepper into there. And a little bit of salt, not too much salt because the feta's already quite salty. We're going to add half a cup of feta. Got the honey in there already. And then we're going to blitz this down, and I'm not adding the lemon. So if you want to add lemon, you can. Let's blitz that. I'm dying to try this now. Let's see if this is better than the last one. That's really good. I would say though, more salt. It's missing something. I don't know what it's missing. I don't know. It just needs an extra cheese tang. I'm thinking maybe I put a bit too much cream cheese in there. I'm going to sprinkle in some really strong cheese. I've got really smelly fingers now. You can smell it. It's the last bit of cheese that we bought from Wells that time that's got the cider in it. Right, let's mix this down. I like cheesy cheese. Right, how's this? It's better. It's still too creamy. Need to up the cheese. A little bit of the Oxford cheese here. Let's break that up into it. Let's see what that's like. They're quite big lumps. Might not blend so well. Oh, that's better.
You basically just adding all the cheeses we've got just to see what it tastes like.
I'm trying to get it more cheesy. This is the cheese. I've just added a little bit more. We had a little bit left. the Oxford sauce cheese that we bought in the Cotswolds. It is so good. It's the best cheese we've ever had. I put it all down into here. It's really good. We both tested it. It's really tasty. Right, I've sliced up my bread. I have popped my cheesy feta mix into a round dish, and I've just taken, oh, these tomatoes smell so good. You can really smell the garlic. I've taken out the tomatoes there. Obviously, if you don't like garlic, don't add the garlic. Right, let's pour this on top. Hey, do you want to go and get TV ready?
I was just about to go do that now.
What time is it? It's 2 minutes past 4. This feels like, this is the kind, I know I've worked, we'll forget that I've worked most of the day, but this was what we wanted. We didn't set alarms this morning, did we? And
Still woke up quite early.
we did, but it was waking up because we were ready to wake up. It just feels really cozy, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I will be making cocktails. You asked about.
Oh, I did.
Porn style martini, so I'll make one of those in a bit.
Right, I'm going to pull the
Or passion
tomatoes.
fruit.
Yeah.
Not the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, because we bought some passion fruits in Marks, didn't we, the other day? Right, let's pour this over. Ooh. Come on, tomatoes, out you come. There we go. Oh, these look so good. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
That looks delicious. Oh, that's so nice. No, it's just the olive oil with the mix, with the honey. I've never put honey on something like this. Come and taste this. It's really good.
Oh yeah,
The honey takes away the kind of like bitterness of the olive oil.
It's kind of. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I really like that. I am surprised actually.
Yeah, I can't describe that. It's
Add a-
unusual. It's almost sweet, savoury, and everything.
Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more of the
It's a bit herby.
thyme to this. I do like fresh herbs. Oh, these look so nice. I'm excited about this. Right, we're starting scary movie season, aren't we, as well?
Which one in Monster House?
No, that's the scariest. Right, look how good that looks. I'm so excited for this. I think this looks absolutely amazing. It would make a really good starter. Great for if you've got friends over, or like for us, having a really cozy supper. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Very early. Well, I say very early. What is it? 7ish? We're heading out for a walk. Is it 8 o'clock? Oh, it's not as early as I thought, actually. Take that back. Anyway, we're all sort of sorted and ready. We're going to go out for a walk. All part of getting ourselves back to ourselves again after a very busy time lately. We miss walking. We were just saying we did the opposite of walking yesterday. We were literally on our bums all day and we ate lots of nice food. That cheese, by the way, was really delicious. It looks like we haven't actually touched it. We did. Like we
stuffed.
I know, it was really fit. I think because it's quite rich, we didn't actually eat too much of it, but it was very good. And then we pigged out on Reese's popcorn, peanut butter and jelly M&Ms, and we tried 2 scary movies that we didn't really like, and then we got stuck into.
One was quite intense, wasn't it? That
it was
one?
a bit too nasty.
It was really shot well. It was a good movie,
It was
but
beautiful music. I can't even remember what it was called, but it was just
full on.
a bit nasty. What was the series we started watching?
The year I turned
Yeah, The Year I Turned Pretty.
Pretty,
Yeah. We watched 3 episodes and I love it, so I'm looking forward to watching that later. I'm gonna get out for a walk and then I've got to work again today actually.
I'm gonna do some stuff as well.
Okay.
I want to get some accounts done, I think. So
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna head out. It's absolutely beautiful outside. He didn't get very far with his Lego yesterday. I was just gonna share as well, something else that always boosts me is getting up and ready for the day. I would never go out and not get myself sorted, sort of showered, hair, makeup done. I wouldn't, even though I've worked from home for 23 years, I've never had like a lazy day with work. I've always got showered, done my hair and makeup because I think it just makes you feel so much better. It's a rule that I've always set for myself and I'm very strict on, and I could never imagine now not getting ready for the day. I always say to myself that I like to feel if somebody were to knock on the door, I'm ready to open it, and I wouldn't feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't done my hair or makeup or anything like that. So I've always made myself presentable, and I think it's an instant mood boost. I've just remembered as well, I've got this from Bath & Body Works. I'm going to put a little smelly thing in the car. I've got loads of these, I forget to use them. It's called Leaves. It's a nice one for this time of year, and that will take us then more or less to Christmas. And we've got some Christmassy scents. Let's open this up. Oh, that smells so nice. It's not too overpowering either. Right, I can never remember. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's already got one in that no longer smells. So let's pop that like that. We had one for the car recently that was a freebie that Aid had, and it smelled so strong. It was a bubblegum one. Not from Bath & Body Works, from somewhere else he'd got with some car washing products, and it actually made me feel sick in the car. It was that strong. We're having a proper explore. We've walked to the next village and we found ourselves in a field. We've just saw a little footpath sign, so we thought, right, we'll go down here. You think walk across?
People walk straight across.
Oh, okay. I haven't got waterproof trainers on.
No, I'm just looking for future.
He's on Komoot looking for footpaths.
There is a footpath going all the way through.
Is there? I've just got my little trainers on. I don't have any waterproof trainers anymore, and my walking shoes.
It's solid.
Rubbed through. It's solid, is it?
It's not wet.
Okay, are we going to make our way across there?
Yeah, so just show you the map. Okay,
I trust you. We've just followed this little stone footpath here. Looks like I'm following Aid. It's solid, this path. You can see other people have walked through the centre. It just feels wrong, doesn't it? This is stunning here. It really is. Nice little find today. I'm so glad we found this. We were walking and we came to a point where the pathway stopped, and then it was like a 60-mile-an-hour road, and it's just a little country road, but I just don't feel comfortable walking on roads like that, especially when you don't know them. You don't know if they're straight roads or they've got a bit of a curve, and I just don't want to walk on a road like that. So we were going to give up and walk back, but then we just carried on walking. We thought we'd walk through the village, and we saw that little footpath, and this feels so much safer than walking along a 60-mile-an-hour country road. Much nicer. And this view definitely beats walking down a fast road. Right, we've actually come to a place where there's no pathway anyway. I don't know what our plan is from here. It's so pretty though. Right, according to Komoot, we can walk through this field next to us. We ended up not going through that field. We didn't really have suitable footwear today, did we? Yeah, you did actually. I'll give you that. I didn't want to ruin my trainers, and it was quite a wet one, that one. It was quite sort of high grass to walk through. So we're leaving that one for another day, but we've actually done really well with our steps, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
And we're going to stop off at Lidl on the way home because we have a free sweet treat and a free vegetable. And it expires in 4 days. We got a free chocolate croissant in Lidl this week, and I got my free vegetable, which we got our money's worth again, and we got the great big 7.5 kilogram bag of potatoes, which is £4.09. We did that last month as well. Just remember though, if you're doing your free vegetable and you're putting an expensive item through, or your free fruit, put it through separately. So Aid went through with the potatoes. He got a tray of Dr. Pepper and a couple of other bits. So that went through because I did buy 69p bag of carrots, and I bought a butternut squash as well. And obviously the carrots would have gone through as the freebie at 69p. So I then paid for my bits separately. Stollen is back in Lidl. Yay. And I also picked up, bean sprouts weren't on my list, but these were reduced to 30 odd p. So I'm going to make something with ramen now tomorrow, so that we're use up those. What did you get?
My shopping not good enough to show.
Go on, show your shopping. Tuna. Oh, the battery's about to go on the camera. You need to be speedy. And he's very excited because his gingerbread Christmas treats are in as well. Christmas treats are back in Lidl. We're going to be super healthy after having that cheese fix yesterday. Having for brunch natural yogurt with the stewed apple that I made recently. So we're going to just top that with that. We did really well today, didn't we? Was it just under 5.5 miles we walked?
Yes. Yeah, 5.5 miles.
It was really fun as well, exploring somewhere completely different, wasn't it?
It's doing the 5.5 miles, but then it's actually like we're walking a decent walk as well. So it wasn't a big casual. Hopefully it was burning some calories.
Got a little groove on, didn't we?
Yeah.
Look how delicious that looks.
Yeah, it was an hour and 3/4 we were walking for.
Yeah.
We weren't going crazy though, were we?
No, looking forward to this. So I've decided to start making dinner. I'm going to make like an early dinner today. And we're going to go with cosy again. I want to make like, not a pie, but a variation of a pie. So we're going to go with a bit of a hot pot. So I've got some chicken, I've got some leeks, and I've got some mushrooms, those ones that were reduced the other day. And I'm going to do like a chicken mushroom leek pie, but with a potato topping instead of pastry. I thought that would be a little bit healthier. I have boiled off some potatoes and I'm going to slice those to go on top, and then we're just going to have a whole load of veg to go with it. So try and keep it relatively carb low, and but I still want that sauciness of a really kind of like comforting type dinner. I'm going to start by roasting off a load of carrots. I've been craving this kind of meal, just something with leeks and just saucy and potatoes. And Aid loves a pie, but I try and steer away from pastry when I can. It's also not my favourite thing to eat. I would rather have potato on a pie than I would pastry. And I thought by doing a thin layer of potato today, that's quite a nice little compromise. So I've just simply browned off the onions, leeks, bit of chicken, mushrooms, and then I've added some cream cheese once it was nice and brown, just the leftover low-fat cream cheese that I was using yesterday actually, and then a little drop of wine just to bring it together as a sauce. This smell is amazing. It just smells so good, and this is basically just going to be the base of the pie. Throwing in some chopped cheese. I don't bother grating it when it's like this because it's all going to melt down anyway, so I just find it quicker just to quickly chop, and it's one less thing to wash up if you're not getting your grater out. Going to mix that all together. It is so delicious, and this is your pie filling. It's really easy. So if you wanted to do a pastry topping, you could pop this in a pie dish and then you can add your pastry, or pop it into a pastry dish if you want to. But like I said, I'm just going to add a thin layer of potatoes instead. Just try and keep it a little bit healthier, but I'm not doing any other carbs or anything with this. It is just going to be vegetables, so it's quite a nice compromise. I'm going to add just a little bit of water with this just to make it a little bit more saucy. I don't want it to be too dry. Have you made any cozy meals lately? Let me know what you've made, any that you think I should give a go that you maybe haven't seen me make before. I'm always open to suggestions. I actually boiled a couple of potatoes whole like this, just slightly, because I wanted them to cook. I only ended up using the 2 here, and I've kept the other actually to chop up into a salad this week. So that's just the 2 small potatoes between us. That's the only carbs we're having. Popped it into a pie dish. I'm using it with skins on because obviously that's better for you. And I'm just going to slice up the potatoes and use that as my pie topping today. Which is really, really yummy. You don't want to overcook the potatoes because they'll just crumble, by the way. But you can see it just looks really delicious, and it's not too saucy. I didn't want the sauce to bubble up over the top, so now I'm just going to layer up my potatoes. I'm not even covering them with oil or butter or anything like that. I will do a little bit of cheese over the top, and that's it. So it was a really easy meal today. I think I've said it before, I like something quite traditional on a Sunday. Even though sort of British food isn't my favourite food, I do love comfort food like this. and especially on a Sunday. It's weird, I could never like imagine eating fish and chips on a Sunday. It just wouldn't feel right. So this to me, especially after like having been out and just having a nice walk, it just feels really perfect. But we've really been focusing this week on just being a bit more selfish. I just feel like we've completely given ourselves to the family the last 3 weeks. It's been very, very full on. It's been exhausting mentally and physically, just spending so much time together and just being sort of sociable for 3 weeks is hard going, and then trying to fit in work, having long hours. We're always up so early. I was on the phone to my dad at this time, video calling him, just in case you wonder what I'm doing. So yeah, it's really tiring. So we put laid out a few boundaries for ourselves this week, and we just felt like we needed just a week of us. And that's why we're sort of like focusing on just being good to ourselves, having some nice food, having some movie time, going out for a walk. And although we ended up having to work this weekend, we just were really, really conscious that we were looking after ourselves as well. Take that back, what I said about the grater. I'm using it here anyway. I forgot I was going to slice some to put on over the top, but I didn't want it to be as thick. I think sometimes when you slice cheese, it can get, I get a bit carried away. So I thought this way would be a bit of a thinner layer, and try and cut back on the cheese slightly, because you know what I'm like with cheese. It's my worst thing, my absolute weakness, cheese and potatoes. So cheese and bread, I was going to say. So I'm just going to pop it on top, and then it only needs to go in the oven because everything's cooked off. It just needs to brown, so it just goes in the oven 180 for about 15 minutes or so. Keep an eye on it. But as soon as it's golden, you know that it's done. So this is our little leek chicken and mushroom pie, which looks amazing. Roasted carrots, and I've got some broccoli in the pan as well. There we go, my leek chicken and mushroom pie. It's a bit of a hot pot really, just something different for a Sunday lunch. This is the following day. I'd been on the treadmill and I noticed how dirty the windows were, so I decided to give them a clean. They were so bad. It was the sun coming through that really highlighted them. Dinner, by the way, that pie is so good. Would you class that as a pie or a hot pot? I don't know. Let me know what you think it is. Either way, it was really, really good. So again, I'm taking that selfish attitude this week. The phone is going to be on silent all week. Like I've said before, the kids and aid can override the silence. Did you know that you've got that function on your phone? I think it's an important one, and I can't believe how much better I have felt this past week for taking that attitude. And don't get me wrong, I'm not ignoring people, but I'm choosing when I'm calling people back and if I'm calling people back. And it's just like a whole weight has been lifted off my shoulders. But I think just having taken this time for ourselves these last few days, I'm actually going to continue with it because I'm feeling so much better for it. And like I said before, I think sometimes you need to do that. Prioritizing slightly differently this week. And just taking maybe a slower approach to things, and like I said, just being selfish. I think sometimes being selfish, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to say no. It's okay to do things on your terms and set boundaries. I think it's a healthy thing, and I think sometimes we all need to be more selfish. I think it's really important. So let's think about this a little bit more deeply. When you think about it, sometimes being selfish can actually mean that you're more selfless in other areas. So for example, I feel like I'm prioritizing certain things in my life, but it means one, I'm able to be a better person, and I'm able to be there, one, to support myself better, but also my own family, the kids I'm able to be there a lot more for them at the moment, by just making a few other sort of changes in my life. I think also just by making some changes sometimes, or even prioritizing your own couple's time, can make you a better parent, can make you a better partner. So I don't always think being selfish is actually being selfish. I think sometimes it can actually be also quite selfless. I've actually ended up kind of like continuing on with my reset, my selfishness few days. longer than I expected, and I'm actually really enjoying it. By the way, I went for a haircut yesterday. This was another thing of my reset. I was so nervous. I haven't had my hair cut in 17 months. You may remember that I had my hair cut last year. I went for a trim and she trimmed it really short. She took 5 inches off and I was devastated. I even went and bought a hairpiece to stick in just so I had a bit of a ponytail showing. So yesterday I plucked up courage. I found somebody else to go to. I went there and I'm pleased. I'm much happier. So she took a normal trim, not 5 inches. So I was really pleased with that. So yes, it's been all about us. It's been just over a week now, a week and a day since my dad left. And we have just literally shut ourselves away, obviously apart from going to see Louis. Shut ourselves away. We went to see friends. We've just done nice things, going on that long walk and watching movies. And even today, just like cleaning the windows, it's just something that I've wanted to do. And I took that time out of work to think, no, I'm going to do this. And it felt really nice. And my phone is still on silent. And I'm really enjoying that. I do that every now and then and it really helps me. It's set like an override. So if either of the kids ring or he rings, it overrides it. So the 3 of them can still contact me, but nobody else can. And then I choose to call back as and when I want. So I just find that really nice rather than my phone just keep going off all the time. I just really like it. There are no sounds on my phone whatsoever. And I find that's a really big help. Let me know what you like to do for you that you feel might be a little bit selfish, like me putting my phone on silent. Is there anything that you do for you? And I encourage you, sometimes you have to be selfish for your own good. I think it's really important. And if it makes you happier and a better person for it, then it's actually a selfless thing to do, because you are then sort of like resetting yourself so that you can give more to other people then after. But sometimes you've just got to do that, haven't you? Have a little reset. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this and have an amazing weekend. Take care. Bye.